Don't compromise. A fool and his money shall perish.
That's how they do it in Mississippi. That's how they do it.
It's all over the world. Now the Trump just cut off the USAID.
And speaking of like different places, New York is always I'm say I'm from like Western Georgia.
Yeah, stay up in the world, boy.
Just me. Okay, all right.
I'm going to Augusta.
What now?
I'm going to Augusta.
Oh, okay, but you're not from Augusta. No. That's what I'm saying. So we got Mississippi in the house. Where else do we have in the house?
Houston.
Houston, okay.
New York.
New York's always in
Brooklyn. Boston.
Atlanta, okay, we got all from Atlanta, yes, yes.
Boston now.
California.
Here from Riverside.
California.
Beautiful right there.
Acworth.
That's why I grew up. Riverside.
You from Riverside?
Well, that's where I grew up at.
Oh, for real? It's beautiful right there. I went out there in 2019.
Dang, that's crazy.
Oh, that's pretty like that.
Yeah,
No doubt. I
that's your
appreciate it,
heart.
brother. I appreciate
It
that. No
was. I
doubt.
can't flip.
Also, with the artwork over there.
Thank y'all.
You know, for Mr. Strong,
Thank
humble
you.
friend, the microphone.
Go home free, baby.
Yeah, strong humble friend here. Yeah, I spoken word writers all the time. I perform at different open mics. I also post my poetry on my social networking strong humble friend. If you Google it, you'll find me. All my social networking sites. Of course, you see my daughters. That's my third daughter's artwork that is on the table that she's selling. My second daughter, Harmony, has Harmony's Hugs. Harmony's Hugs she sells baked goods, mainly cookies. She does cake jars and other baked goods. So, she sold out. She went to another event and
Excellent.
And then she did bring some cookies to come bring in this. So, but she's taking orders. So Harmony does take orders. We do mail and deliver. So if you want some cookies and any flavor that you ask me. Okay. So she's going to make them.
You're a great painter, man. You're the perfect example of a good father, man. Straight up, brother.
Appreciate it. So,
for that selling out.
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, also my third daughter, Patience. Well, I wanted to tell y'all about what's here in Atlanta area is the Black Diamond Fashion Show. My kids are not modeling this year. They did model two previous years. My daughter Patience, who's selling the artwork, she also likes to model and stuff. But she modeled last year. She was interviewed by the Soul Fresh podcast also. So, but yeah, tomorrow is the Black Diamond Fashion Show. If you want to check it out, whatever, you can check. You can see it on my Instagram. I posted about the Black Diamond Fashion Show. But yeah, if you have a chance, check out the Black Diamond Fashion Show. So yeah, my wife and I, we do different things in the community, and we do different things with our kids. You know, we promote the spirit of whatever they want to do, entrepreneurial type stuff. We promote that stuff. So the poem I want to do is called "God Does Understand." It was a poem that I wrote maybe a few years ago, but I was thinking about how people be saying like, "God, I think God understands," and then they go and do bad stuff, and they just keep saying, "Well, I think God understands," and they keep on hurting people and doing all kinds of jacked up stuff. So I wrote a poem about it. It's called "God Does Understand." God does understand in every way. He is the light of the world, here to stay. God does understand in ways we don't know. He says everything, he sees everything, even what we won't show. So if you need answers, he's there to go. God, our help whenever we are feeling low. God does understand. waiting for us with open hands, ready to take us to his promised land. The things we want, the things he wants for us are good. Whatever we are going through, he already understood. He understood our pain before we go insane. He understood our shame before we even became. He understood the reasons we might have lied. He understood the secrets we chose to hide. He understands every single detail of our being. He understands our ugliness that we may not be seen. God does understand. When no one else does or even cares, there are things that we can only go to God to share.
That's right.
Just talk to him sincerely, and he's ready to hear. Thank you, Jesus, for your understanding. It's fair. Thank you. Follow my wife, spreading around the love of the truth. Follow her Facebook group page. Thank y'all for having me up.
Hey, thank you. Taylor. Smooth it up.
Applause for our host.
That's right.
I've got really 3 books out. The other 2 are available on Amazon, Talk Provocateur and 666 Apocalyptic Poetry of the Edutainer. No Greater Love, Edutainer's Book of Love. This won't be available on Amazon until Valentine's Day, but I have some copies with me if anybody wants to get one. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Takwa D Edutainer, and check out my YouTube channel, like and subscribe at Rockman Takwa. Now the poem I'm gonna do right now is out of this book, No Greater Love. Like I said, this book is a roller coaster ride of love. And some of the poems really chronicle my journey in love. And this particular poem I'm going to do is called Karma. You know, those of us who played the field, and at a certain point we decided that it's time for some real love, and then that's the time when your karma catch up with you.
That's right.
You got to pay to play, right? You may pay after you play, but if you play, you got to pay. So this piece is called Karma. She's the one I wished would soothe me if I found myself knee-deep in some ish. When I'm celebrating, she's the one I would want to pop my bottles with. Now I got this arrow piercing through my heart, and I'm hot as fish grease, pissed as hell at Cupid for having me in love with a woman who's genius smart, but act like she's stuck on stupid. Now, is this a punishment from God for all the hearts I ever broke? They say God has a sense of humor. Am I the brunt now of God's joke? If he who sits in the heavens shall laugh, is he laughing now at me? I wonder who's really stuck on stupid. Is it I or is it she? She would diss me for a bunch of fake and phony so-called friends. She'd still be locked up waiting for them to come up with the ends that they'd rather spend on drugs and booze while they getting lifted and dissing them. And I'm the one making phone calls to and paying the bail commissioner. When she gets out, without a doubt, she runs back to those same losers. Like crash test dummies who get slapped about and with Stockholm Syndrome runs back to their abusers. Come to think of it, it was I who put a stop to her abusive ex-boyfriend who kept right on slapping her up even after the relationship's end. They say love don't love nobody. Why did I love her? Only God knows. But I wish my best friend would just stop calling calling me Captain Save 'em though. I would have been popping bottles with her the day I was told to your papa I was on my way after winning my 3rd award at the New England UMA. But she must have been with those losers because she wasn't there and she was MIA. Karma, punishment, or God's clever joke for all the hearts I ever broke? Because I'm the brunt now of the joke and my heart is the one that's broke. And the whole town's laughing at me. Or maybe just those losers. But now I understand Teddy when he sang that song, Love TKO. So I think it's time. No, I know it's time. I think I better let her go.
Yeah. Quick.
Come on.
Happy Black History Month, everybody. Happy Love Month. It's like, of course, you know, when he asked me from the air, like, you guys book all about love? He's like, you know, some of it's about love, some of it's about it. You know, you just have to read the book to be able to experience the whole thing. I'm not going to give you no teasers. So definitely check his book out, No Greater Love by Taekwondo the Edutainer. So we are going to go right into our feature performance, and after that we'll have our intermission. But before we go into our feature performance, I want to let y'all know that we do have food tonight. Oh my God, give it up for the food tonight! Yeah. If you want to tell the audience what you have for sale back here during the intermission, you can come back here and support you.
Hello everybody, you might know me as a male. I worked here for quite a while. I'll be back soon. But I have a vegan stew with rice and cornbread. $10 for a bowl, 20-ounce bowl, and you're welcome to eat it all.
That's right.
So that's always exciting when we have some food in the building. Yeah, just like, can I have your cornbread? Like, all right.
Right.
So during the intermission, definitely check that out. So, I mean, you might have seen him at Apache Cafe. You might have seen him online on Instagram with his 15.45 thousand trillion million followers. But definitely you've seen him at the NFSPS Poetry Group Convention in Roswell. You've seen him, you know, all the way from Brooklyn to Atlanta to nationwide. So, I mean, you're all here for a fantastic feature performance by somebody who supported us for many, many shows, and now he's here to feature his poetry right here and entertain y'all. Give it up for Kamal Speaks.
How do I write a love letter to myself? When there's no ink in the pen, only pent up anger, and when I look in the mirror, I only see a stranger. Different than my childhood version, my notepad must be intoxicated, cause my words are slurring or the truth are curving. See, my cursor turns into curse words when I'm writing about myself, screaming for help, cause I'm overboard with my penmanship, and my life raft is a rough draft. I'm serious. I don't know where to put the period, but I need it to stop. How long does it last? What I'm going through is an ongoing paragraph. Sentences running wild, words without vowels. No wonder I'm not married. No matrimony. My words are misspelled, so how can you read my testimony? I'm writing with pencil and comes with an eraser, so I can erase her or trace her, but that will be drawn. Me to a new conclusion that my life story needs no loose ends. It's a nuisance. Every day I'm falling into new sins. But I want to write songs. I don't want to write about my wrongs. I just want to right my wrongs. And that's when the questions start. Can I end the sentence with a question mark? But I have no one to ask. Because it's just me, myself, and we don't get along. We brawl. So I write because they say the pen is mightier than the sword. So I guess writing is my safe place, because words have no face, just upper, lower case. So in the case, I
write me. Hey, Valentine's Day coming up. Be cool.
My name is Kamal Speaks. I've been doing poetry since July 2020. Let me give you a little background on me. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. You know, New York in the building. You know, I was a street dude at one time. I remember I was about like 25. I was locked up in Binghamton, New York, and my daughter came to see me, and it seemed like all the kids was just playing with their fathers like it was a normal thing. I said, I gotta change this. I can never let my daughter see this again. So I changed my life. I went on to become a multi-millionaire. And that same, as I made that, I wound up losing what I thought was everything. I was homeless, sleeping in my van in 2020, and I wrote my first poem. And when I wrote that poem, I said, this is what I'm gonna do for life, is be a poet. And I thank God I started just going to the parks, just telling people my poetry, not looking for nothing in exchange. And from the parks in Greensboro, North Carolina, now I travel the country, I do poetry. I got my hit show, Poetry versus R&B, in 3 different states right now. We're working on the 4th one. I just came back from my show in Brooklyn where we were sold out, past capacity. So me telling you my testimony is to tell you, you can do anything with your life when you make your mind up. All right? So we're going to get right into it. And this is my book, too. Hit book. Get my book. It's called Word, Thoughts, and Manifestation. It's 17 powerful poems with 17 powerful stories. I just don't write a poem because I think it's dope. Something happens in my life and I write to it. So I give you the story behind every poem, behind every space in the book. There's a chapter where you can write a poem on your thoughts.
Interesting.
It's Black History Month, right? But, you know, when I went to school, in school they told us Black history was us waking up as slaves, correct? That's the only thing. We fighting for that. Trump won't take it out of schools. Fuck it, let him take it out. Let's put the real shit in. Let me tell you what the real shit is. Before I can tell you what I can do, wait, matter of fact, let me give y'all some etiquette. If you like what you hear, you can say hell yeah, you can say rewind, you can snap while I'm doing a poem, and if you really like it, I need y'all to do an exercise with me real quick. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. All right, and if you really like what's going on, like put your hands like this, or like this. That's called a standing ovation. So we really,
Well, we can't stop. Well, we can't stop, man.
keep going.
Do your thing. I love you, brother.
I love you too, brother.
Shalom, man.
Before I tell you what I can do, let me remind you of what I did. I built the pyramids. I wrote the ancient scriptures. I influenced Putin and Hitler to admit that Jesus was melanin, so them pictures are irrelevant. And the magic you cast can't erase my past, because this is God-given. I'm God living in the flesh, so I don't know death. Only suicide. And that's when I forget who am I. Because I am who I say I am. I freed my people from slaughter, separated water, and walked on it. I taught the spirits why you believe the house haunted. I'm anointed. I shouldn't brag, but I got to flaunt it. See, I got that melanin touch. And when I touch turns to life, turn wrong into right. I'm strong in the light, so I shine. I come from a long line of Indian, Hebrews, and Moors. Conquer land, won wars of the spiritual nature. Because when you're God, the devil will hate you. I hate you. And the kinks in my hair synonymous to a spear with gold tips, whole lips, so I'm holistic. They don't understand my power, so they call it mystic. Let me rewind that just in case y'all missed it. I said the kinks in my hair synonymous to a spear with gold tips, whole lips, so I'm holistic. They don't understand my power, so they call it mystic. Rivers, I'm water flowing, the all-knowing, the author of the Bible, yeah, y'all all know him. And they talk about me in many tongues. We got over 100 names, but we the one they speak of. Our complexion means love. But this programming had left my people scarred to the point we call ourselves black instead of God.
Preach!
one. I did it earlier today, and I kind of stumbled on it. So I'm gonna do it for y'all. It's a brand new poem, all right? And a lot of fellas, I believe, is gonna feel this because we all lost that one, right? We all lost that one. You know, a lot of women be crazy though. They be thinking they that one though. You ain't that one. But they be that one though.
You gonna start something?
Yeah.
Right before Valentine.
I'm hot already.
It's all right.
Check.
That part of the process.
Lord, please save her for me. Change the story. Reverse shame to glory. Let me win her over, cause without her my life is colder. Got me wondering when the winter's over. And I'm feeling chills from a cold shoulder. And I'm searching for the warmth in her heart. I blame myself for the cold start. Seasons changing, and when she's crying, I can feel it raining. And I ask myself, can I stand the rain? I have to sit down because I can't stand in pain. And this shit hurt. Got me talking dumb like I should have left first. Instead, I left in the hearse because I was dead inside and my ride or die killed the relationship. But at the same time, she cut the umbilical cord and gave birth to a new life. That's life or death. Telling my friend she would never leave, but she already left. And I didn't see it coming. I was too worried about her getting in my phone and seeing me coming. But she didn't have the password. I reminisce over her past words. They haunt me on how I lost her and everything because I was horny, inconsiderate, emotionally illiterate. And she said she was tired of the fighting and yelling, so she wasn't buying what I was selling, and I didn't support her. So when I gave her the discount, she declined the offer. I knew it was serious. I tried to hug her. She pushed me over. But you know what they say? Once a good girl going bad, she's going forever. But she didn't go bad, she got better. She going places where I wouldn't let her. And at that moment, I truly understood them 4 letters. But it was too late to tell her I love her, because them 4 letters turned to hate, determined my fate. And I knew it was the end, because once a woman falls out of love, she doesn't fall back in. Thank you.
You a bad man. You a bad man.
My book is there.
That's a point.
Right after I do this, you got the break, and I'm jumping on the highway. We need to support each other. I mean, support everything going on. Buy food, buy his book, buy my book. In the white community, $1 comes in, it stays 20 days. In the Chinese community, $1 comes in, stays 19 days. In our community, $1 comes in, it leaves in 6 hours. When we say power to the people, that means power supporting our people. We put our dollar everywhere but to us. And trust me, once we start putting our dollars to us, it will change our whole dynamic. We'll have respect. We will be the reparation. Right?
This the change right here, baby.
Exactly. So, whew.
Take your time.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you mind if I tell y'all a story? My homegirl was telling me what she was going through, right? And I was like, man, that's wild shit. I'm serious. I'm all right. I said, do you mind if I turn that into a poem? She said, no problem. You feel me? And it just hit me. But what hit me harder is I heard this story 1,000,000 times over. So here we go. Her wash is cold. She shoulders the load of dirty clothes like if it was laundry. See, each garment is a form of torment that she's been through. Her wash cycle, menstrual, a bloody mess, and she can't wait for laundry day to wash the pain away. See, she figures if her clothes are clean, she won't remember the dirty things she can only see in her dreams. She goes to the cleaners for her self-esteem. See that dress she puts on when she's depressed needs to be ironed and pressed, but don't press the issue's her skin tissue. And she can't count how many times it's been through the ringer. She's been soaked in society's confusion. Let me explain. She's been influenced to be a bad bitch. when she wants to be a good woman. So she rents until washing doesn't make sense. And she starts to question, should she continue going to the laundromat every Sunday, screaming hallelujah, paying tithe for tithe, cleaning everything, but still feeling dirty on the inside? You'll be surprised how she hides the pain between her thighs in a clean outfit. And she's been taught not to let the hood soften her, so love can never be her fabric softener. But that's rough exterior. And she doesn't use a dryer. She lets her cries drip dries. Her eyes is on a slash cycle spin before it starts again. But them tears will leave her scarred. Whoever would have thought doing laundry would be this hard. Thank you.
You're a bad man. You cold-blooded, boss. You cold-blooded, man. That mother, that cold, man.
You know what's so crazy? First and foremost, let's give it up for Lady B. I've been on this journey, right? Like I told y'all, 4 years, and I've been moving at an astounding pace. But I found out how people, when you're moving at a pace, instead of they looking at it as motivation, they would look at it like, oh, I gotta bring them down, because when you show a person what they should be doing, instead of liking you for it, nowadays they hate you for it. Right? And these people will try to talk you out of your bag too. Everything's your fault, make up stuff that's your fault, all that shit, right?
They ain't fighting against you, they fighting against the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth, man.
And they do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they right now it's a psychological war game. They don't, like back when I was coming up, they haters just punch you in the face. Nowadays they try to talk you out of your bag. You ain't shit, I'm telling you this as a friend.
On the live. They're on the live you nowadays without warning, brother. So will. Sad too.
So this is where I go with. Maybe it's me. Because the energy surrounding me is profoundly negative. And they say you are what you attract. So is this negativity telling me I finally met my match? Or is it opposites attract and that match needs to be struck, creating a flame, burning blame? Or am I cursed with the wrath of Cain because I'm unable to hug my brother, tell my sister I love her, I got problems with my mother? Is that why I be like, fuck these motherfuckers? Maybe it's me. The reason my friendships don't leave Doc, my only pal's pain, cause trust I can't afford, been stabbed in the back so many times, sharp metal turns into iron swords, or maybe I'm just paranoid and shallow void from not having my father. Maybe it's me. How the fuck I forget that? I'm gonna rewind.
Stay strong. It's a mind thing. You got it, baby. Stay strong.
Maybe it's me. See, I go places, see old faces with new habits, new addicts, addicted to everything I don't like. Every dress code's alike, everybody want to be like Mike, every sneaker's a night, everyone's a king and there's no more nights. But it's still dark, so I keep a still heart. See, having armor keeps you good with karma, and karma has prevailed. Did you beat that double entendre, or should I put a karma?
Rewind.
That's right. See, I go places, see old faces with new habits, new addicts, addicted to everything I don't like. Every dress code's alike, everybody want to be like Mike, every sneaker's a night, everyone's a king and there's no more nights. But it's still dark, so I keep a still heart. See, having armor keeps you good with karma, and karma has prevailed. Did you beat that double entendre, or should I put a karma? Nah, it's me. The reason your life is in turmoil and your soil only bears unhealthy fruit, but you will bear the fruit of your labor. Better you hear this message now than later. Maybe it's me. But it can't be, because I don't know you. I only say hello to be social and think a head nod is disrespectful, so I'm vocal, and your mother should have told you, and you would have a clue that it's not me, and maybe it's just you. Thank you.
Take your time, baby.
Can I get personal with y'all? Yeah. I'm gonna get personal with y'all. Can I tell you about my father? Or should I call him Dad, Daddy? Sadly, we don't have that type of relationship. See, it died a long time ago. Time is slow. When things are bad, sad, anything with an ad, so I guess I add my dad. See, Papa was a rolling stone, and that stone turned into a boulder. As I got older, the relationship got colder. But he remained heated hot, and that boulder broke into pebbles, and he told me to kick rocks. And I was like, wow. He complained about paying child support, but never supported his child. See, $1 doesn't buy a smile, a hug, and money doesn't replace love.
Right.
He said, but son, you don't understand what your mother did. How could I? I was a kid. But he chose to give me grown people problems. I guess he thought I could solve them. But the math wasn't math, and I remember when I was 12, I had a hole in my shoe, told him he'd start laughing. Reminded me he paid child support and not to ask him. See, actions speak louder than words, and the hatred he had for my mother is the only thing I ever heard. And it echoed, he wouldn't let go. But what they had, I guess he felt it in it too fast. But that was then and this is now, and his abuse is like a noose just hanging around. I guess he expected me to drown in his misery, and he was looking for his son's sympathy. But he had none for me. No compassion. Now he's alone, old, and his knees are crashing. Call me old-fashioned. But they say revenge is a dish best served cold. Well, I'm going to heat up his meal, because that's not the way I feel. See, hate begets hate, and only God can judge his fate, and those without sin throw the first stone. I'll wait. See, I believe in the divine order. And who am I to judge? I'm trying to repair a relationship with my youngest daughter. See, it's a vicious cycle when your child acts just like you in a bad light. It's sad, right? So to all my parents listening, I'm not Christian, but look at it like a Christian in. Admit your sins, ask, no beg for forgiveness, and try again. Learn from your mistakes. Remember, it's never too late. And don't wait to tell someone you love them now, then that they wait. And may my father's sins be my lessons. I pray to God to never hate them, and may the Lord bless them and all men. And from the church, can I get an amen? Amen. Where y'all want me to go with this last one? All right, that sounds like you coming on me. Wherever you want to go.
Let's go to Mississippi. Let's go to Mississippi. Yeah, to Mississippi. I want to go to Mississippi.
Well, I heard somebody say something.
You said Mississippi.
Yeah, let's go to Mississippi. You say, where you want to go? I said, let's go Highway 61. Highway 61, man. Let's take it from Cleveland all the way to Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can spread that love and plant them seeds of that knowledge.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna take you since Cicely right here. She said anywhere. Come here, Cicely. Come on, Cicely. Y'all enjoying me so far?
So enough.
I got 11 books over there. Am I leaving with those?
You ain't got to give them to me. I'll pass them out. I get
So
the
make
hustle
some
on for you.
noise if you believe you're being. Make some noise. If you're grateful that God blessed you to wake up, make some noise. If God blessed you to have $30 in your pocket, make some noise.
I'm still waiting on the Lord, man.
Thank you. I see you clap.
I'm still waiting on the Lord.
That's funny.
I need $30 in my pocket. When you get it, give me some
All right. 10,
20, 30, 40. You're gonna get paid tonight, bro.
Let me paint the picture of my ideal woman. Not perfect, 'cause only God is perfect. It's just my job to scratch the surface. So we'll start with her feet. What lies beneath, she would rule. And they need not look no certain way. As long as her soul match her soul and she's ready for this soul journey, her spirit is what concerns me. So can we walk for a minute? My driver's license suspended. Oh, my car ain't ain't been in a minute. Just want to take that up front. So that takes me to your hands. Are you willing to build with this man? Bake from scratch, rub my back when society has placed this weight on my shoulder. Can you paint that picture? I'm looking for a shapeshifter, someone who go from hood to scripture, so what that mouth do? Can you say your prayers in Hebrew? Because I don't want to hear no evil. Speak life into me, and through your eyes I can see where I'm supposed to be. See, your vision is my circumcision, so my manhood is good. And with your sight of what lies ahead is better than head, so let's deal with your mind instead. See, I love a woman who thinks before she talks, thinks about her thoughts, thinks like a boss, but of course, thinks enough to listen. See, her ears must be clear. How else would she hear the calls of her soulmate? The soul waits for no one. And that's my ideal woman. And with this makeup, she needs no makeup, Jacob. Anything designer, she's fine without those things. Throw away the ring, give her a crown, let the wedding bell sound. Because when I meet this queen, I'ma marry her. I know, the fella's like, hold on, you speeding. But this goddess deserves the Garden of Eden. A feeding only a king can give. We eat to live. So long live my queen. Thank y'all.
You're a bad man.
You're a bad man.